Well,
All right. Hey, good evening and welcome to Rollers of Fate, Seal Pages of Verglas. Yay! And
Hello.
Candlekeep Mysteries. We are the Rollers of Fate, and I am Cisco Blanco, your DM and host for tonight. And I have a little pun for you.
Mm.
If I was a dragon, he would be my shiniest treasure, my co-DM, Mo!
Hello. So
And of
shiny.
course, the
cute,
rest
cute.
of our hidden gems on the horde, our wonderful players, starting with Matt.
Wait,
Hey!
wait, hold on.
Dude, on this side of the screen, I'm lone as fuck.
You
Where
are.
is everyone? I'm
Nerd.
so, I'm
Loner.
so alone. There's nobody.
Oh, that was me.
Uh,
Oh, I meant to point this way.
hey people, I am Lonely Matt this time. I play Morkor, a level 3 monk who passed out after dealing no damage whatsoever to the dragon last session.
Wow,
We're level
It's
four
been
though.
great.
Moral
And
this
support.
because
pass.
everybody is so disappointed in me, everybody on my roll left.
Oh wow.
So, so let's jump on David.
Okay, I'm David, and I am playing Dorothy Lavenbloom, the level 4 bard. I don't know why you're still level 3 though. I think you might have missed something. Or...
Don't worry. It's all
I just got a
secret.
Level
bonus because
4
I'm
now.
better than you. No, yeah, and I also just got blasted away. So we'll see what happens next. But for now, Lucky, introduce yourself.
I'm ooh. I'm
Nice big voice.
I'm playing Gray. I am also currently taking a surprise nap after Aki decided to show us what he can really do. I did more damage than the monk
And the
Oh wow.
barbarian.
The
and
big
the barbarian,
achievement, right?
but it's okay though because we all got knocked out together. Now for our little green friend, Bruce, take it away.
I am Andy. I'm playing Bruce Lockwood, the half orc barbarian. He just had his good friend Aki blow up in his fucking face. Literally. And I don't know how to feel about that. I'm also now just newly signed up to Twitch. Hooray!
Yay.
Yeah.
Welcome to Twitch.
It really did put me through the ringer trying to get a password that would work. I had to go through like 5, and I'm now using my current work password.
What is it?
Oh my
Ooh.
A
goodness.
jumble
Well,
of
yes.
letters and numbers and capitals
No.
and symbols that I am struggling to remember.
Oh no. All
I
right.
reactivated my account, so I'm here as well now.
Yeah, that's what we like. Thank you very much, guys. That's awesome. Alrighty, so let's do a little recap, and then I'll get you guys into the story as soon as possible.
Hey Cisco. Hey Cisco. I'm just gonna do a quick announcement. Just put it in
Oh
there.
yes, announcements.
I'll just
Announcements.
put it in there very
Sorry.
quickly.
Not that I always forget. I'm sorry. Wait.
It's alright.
Go
Just
ahead.
so our little announcement is yes. So this stream, once we have finished this episode, you can find it immediately on this Twitch channel, which is at rollers_of_fate. And if our VOD will be available one day after on our YouTube channel, which is the same thing, which is at rollers_of_fate. And you will also find all our other previous episodes for this game and our Sunday game, which is the Dining in Barovia, which airs on Sunday, which is DM'd by Cisco.
Yay.
Yeah, and whoever wants to send us any fan art or make any comments or send us anything, please send it to our rollersoffate@gmail.com. And finally, we have a Twitter channel, which is rollers_of_fate_DND, where you can catch up on our up-to-date news and also game D&D related news as well. But apart from that, back to you, Cisco.
Alrighty. Following the map of mystery, the Seekers enter the Red Dragon lair deep inside the volcano. Streams of lava and scorching heat mark its abode. The fight started as Rugaroth awakened from its slumber. Bryn unleashed his celestial wings and compelled the beast to focus only on him. Dorothy stayed at safe distance and inspired the party with her magical tunes. Aki antagonized it and tried to ascertain why the dragon seemed so familiar, but little information was revealed, just a name, Androthathor. Gray used his boots of spider climb and shoot from the walls and ceiling. Bruce drank an enlarging potion and raged in fury and tried to tackle the beast. Morkor stood strong and attempted to find a way to attack the dragon, but his efforts fell short. Rugaroth exhales his melting fire breath. As Aki and Gray approached the horde, the creature retaliated in fury. Lava poured from above, forming puddles. In one of them, Gray met his demise. As the others tried to save him, also Bryn fell inside the lava pool, and luckily they both were saved in time. The battle was excruciating and almost deadly, but with their combined skills and great teamwork, and finally Aki's freezing whisper ball, the dragon was slain. The Seekers loot the treasure, finding gems, gold, and magical items, and aware that Aki was about to go nuclear as his heart started pumping harder and harder. His inner heat was too hard to control, and as it happened, a burst, a blow, the whole place went quiet and silent and dark. That's what we will pick up tonight. But before that, 12 eyes from the first world await as destiny marks its fate. Kind pages fly over shades and ruby peaks. 7 canaries guide the raven to the everlight it seeks. Dorothy, you wake up hearing some noises. You are in a room that you don't recognize. You have, as you look around, you see that this room seems like it hasn't been lived on. There is dust everywhere, spider webs, and you are laying in a comfortable bed. As you open your eyes, you realize that it's evening time. As you peek through the window, you see the twilight, orange and black sky turning into pure midnight blue. I leave it to you. What would you like to do, Dorothy?
First, I want to look around and see if I'm alone or if I'm with my friends.
Right? As you look around, you are alone.
All right, that's mighty strange. Do I still have my clothes on?
As you look at yourself, you are in some kind of your clothes, but it seems like it has been washed. Everything looks really nice and clean, even though you are back in your clothes. And as you look at your hands, you actually are pretty clean.
Oh, well, finally. I wanna get up.
Okay. You get up, the bed makes a like a springs, all springs and hay. And
If
you...
Oh, go ahead.
No, you go.
if I looked out the window, would I recognize where I am?
You kind of like go onto the edge and look through the window. Make a perception check.
Boop, 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 boop.
Oh, wow. With a 19, far away in the distance, as you look into the sun that is setting, you recognize a mountain, a volcano, a place where you have been fighting earlier on, but it seems very, well, not very far, but it's far. And you ascertain that you are somewhere not too far from that place where you were.
Do I have all my things? I want to.
As you go through your things, you realize on this rickety, broken chair, your stuff is there.
All right. I want to go out and look for the rest of the group.
Okay. You open the door that is currently, or try to open the door, and as you try to open the door, it doesn't budge. The door is closed and locked from outside. Meantime, who has a higher passive perception than 15? The rest of the group.
I have 14.
I have 14.
Same
Yeah.
here.
All right,
I have
Morkor.
18.
You hear something, it wakes you. You are in a room, also looks quite old, dusty. Couple of windows. The day is turning into night outside, and as you look around, you see in the floor, kind of like underneath some thin sleeping bags, shall we say. I always forget the name in D&D, but yeah, those ones.
Yeah,
Bed rolls, yeah, that's it.
bad rolls. Nice.
On bed rolls, your friends sleep next to you, and you are there on the floor, and you hear some door kind of like barging, like someone is trying to open a door next to you, but your door is also locked, and you hear like like someone is trying to open a room next to the one you are. The rest of your friends still asleep.
Do I have everything with me? My quarterstaff and such?
As you look around, yeah, you have your things, or everything has been nicely placed in a corner. And the same as Dorothy, you realize that you are completely clean. Your clothes has been washed, and all your friends around you, even though they are sleeping, some of them dribbling, and someone sticks to the bed, but they look fairly clean too. And as you move, you realize you had a wound that has been cured, and you have like some kind of bandage around you as well.
Where precisely?
I will say in the after your rib cage, like you probably had some little damaged rib, but it's kind of been like a cut in there, but it has been all patched up.
Okay. Does it hurt?
Not anymore. But
anymore.
but as you wake up, you have this feeling that you don't know how long it's been. You know, like when you wake up and you don't know where you are. You just have lost the notion of time as well. Has it been a day? Has it been 2? Has it been 3?
Who is the closest bedroll to me? Like, who's the closest guy near me?
I'll leave it to you to decide. Whoever you want, that will be the one. I'll leave Matt to decide, shall I say?
I'll try to shake. So Dorothy is there as well.
No, Dorothy is not with you.
Okay, Dorothy is not there. Is there
But,
like a? Okay, tell me.
But the others are.
But is there like an empty bedroll, or is just like there's no sign of her anymore?
No, there is no sign of her.
And I have no idea. I also have no idea why she's not there.
No. The only thing you remember at some point in your half slumber, you don't even know if it's a dream or real, but the sun got eclipsed by wings, black, huge wings. At some point, and for a second you thought, "Is this an angel?" And that's all you really barely remember. You don't even know if it's real, if it's a dream, but huge black wings like an angelic creature flying up from the air down. That's all you remember. But you're not even sure if it's a dream you just had.
I'll try to shake Gray. Gray, do you hear that too?
Oh, what? Here, what?
Shh. I think there's somebody that's trying to, I don't know, open a door near us.
Where? Weren't we just? How'd we get here?
I don't know. Let's go check.
Okay, and I'm gonna take my. I'm gonna try and kick Bruce awake. Gently though. I'm just gonna, if he's within reach.
I'm assuming that I am.
Yeah, you are.
Okay. You sort of tap him with your foot.
Yeah, I'm
He
gonna just come on, wake up, Bruce.
He jolts awake. So, oh. What sort of condition is he in?
As you wake up, the same than the others. So far, the three of you have been patched up. You had bruises. You are being cleaned, and your wounds have been looked after by someone or something.
One question: do we still have all of our gear with us?
Yeah,
Like
on
weapons?
a corner, on the corner, everything is there, even your weapons.
You see him looking around. So, I can't believe it. It worked. I'm still out. Where are we? Where are we? Wait.
I don't know. Ask Morker.
Wait.
He was the first one awake.
No. Wait. Where's Aki? Aki fucking blew up. Where is he?
As you look around, even though it's a little bit dark, you see Aki and Breen there. But
I will. Can I add a bit to that? As you turn to look
Of course.
towards Aki, the three of you begin to see something a little different about Aki. His skin, well, the scales on him are a bit more thicker, and a bit more deeper red, and you see that his hands, his fingers are almost elongated. They're a bit longer than their usual. But one thing that you notice that despite the noise that you've made, he's not really moving. He's not. You can see his breathing, but he's not moving, and he has this kind of wet towel across his head. And with Bryn himself, you see him kind of stir awake, and as he only opens one eye, and he kind of looks at you all, and then he kind of goes back into this kind of slumber once again.
I'm not the brightest torch in the toolbox, but does he look a bit more dragony to you?
He's always looked like a damn dragon.
And a bit more.
Morker, you're smart. You've read books and scrolls. Is this dragon puberty or something?
Would I know anything about it?
You've never, I would say no. You've never seen any kind or anything like that from such a thing. This is like almost seeing a unique variation of a dragonborn.
Right.
I'm not sure. I don't think I ever seen something like this before, but I have a question. Do we remember the events that transpired with the dragon, or do I just remember the dream with the wings and stuff?
No, you remember what happened with the dragon as well. You remember almost like a dream, like a nightmare dream, you know? Like you remember Breen in the pool of lava, Bruce there dying, you trying to climb the huge form of Bruce, and this creature flying and lurking and throwing fire. It's not a memory you want to remember. Let's put it that way.
Can I ask a question?
Go, yeah, please.
Does this place seem familiar to me at all? Like the dream I had?
It's a house. I'll give you that. Also,
Okay.
it's an old house. Also,
Do I still? Okay, can I go put my gear back on real quick and grab my?
I'll also
My
go and
thieves'
grab
toolkit.
my staff.
Yeah, I'm assuming all of our stuff is there.
Yeah, as you all kind of pick up your stuff, you realize the event of the dragons was true. As you look into your bag, you see the gold and the items that you picked up earlier are still there.
Well, I'm
And at
glad
this
you lot
point-
grabbed all that stuff.
at this point, Dorothy, so you grab your stuff, Bruce. All of you have your stuff ready, and we just move to Dorothy again. Dorothy, what are you doing? The door is not opening.
I'm knocking on the door formally and saying,
You guys hear a
Excuse
knock
me?
as well.
Hold
Oh
on.
no, it's canceling my sound. Okay. Knocking sound.
knocking sound.
I'm
Yeah.
assuming Dorothy said hello out loud.
Yeah. You guys
minute.
hear it.
Actually, I'm right, Dorothy.
I want to go out. I don't
Oh,
know
right.
what this establishment is, but I am well rested and I do not require further hospitality. Thank you.
Am I back to normal size?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
Okay, grand. Hold on. Dorothy, are you through there?
Do you hear it?
Yeah, you hear it.
Bruce? Bruce?
It's Bruce. I can't believe it worked. I'm still here.
Did
Walter?
you? Where are you?
Well, through the door.
Can you open it?
Well, I don't know. Can I? I opened the door.
Okay. As you start rocketing and trying to open the door, you hear, first you, Dorothy, you hear a voice from behind the door. Wait a second, dear. Please, door opening soon. 1 second, just getting keys, okay?
Do I have the keys? I think you have the keys.
can I try to just beat them to the lock, just for funsies? Can I try to pick the lock?
Why not? Go ahead.
Let's see if I can be cooler than them. So it's
Oh,
roll
yeah.
a d20, right? And then add
Yeah.
my thieves tool proficiency.
Yeah, if you are proficient with, I think you are proficient with tip tools, I think normally.
I am. So it's +2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Are we in prison again?
Not again.
6.
All right, with a 6, you put your tools, your lockpick out, try to do, but the door does not open. And you keep hearing these voices. I got key, dear. You got key, yeah?
I have a key too. Let me try to. Hold on. You hear from
wonderful.
this. You hear from the where the guys are. The key goes, and then the door opens, and in front of you, you see two human-looking people. They have robes on, sandals, and kind of like a scarlet kind of sash, or kind of like a
Yeah, they got like a black robe and then some kind of like little sash, like a red sash, tied up to their waist. And one of them is an old lady, quite old woman. Well, not that old, like on her 60s roughly. She's got like a white hair tied up in a bun on the top of the head, and she looks very frail. And you recognize she's wearing some kind of holy symbol as well on her neck, that you recognize it as being the holy symbol of the Morning Lord that you have seen before. It's like a star. I'll just show you for purposes. She's wearing this symbol on
The
her
Morning
neck.
Lord.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Praise the morning lord.
And that's the name of the god, or is it the order?
The Morning Lord. Make a religion check. Actually, whoever at this point, let's say that they open both doors and you all see it. So whoever, all of you who want, make a religion check, please.
12.
It's a natural 20!
Oh wow, yeah, Morcor definitely knows. So I will say, Gray, you recognize this as being a symbol of the Morning Lord. That you also remember being Lathander. The same with you, Morcor. You are aware that this Lathander is worshipped everywhere in Faerun. Is the god of sun and rebirth and dawn, and is like a lawful good deity, well known and worshipped everywhere. And also on her, you realize that she's wearing all these homemade looking ornaments, like her earrings are made of blown glass, like different color glass. She's got this little pendant also with a blow glass on it and some little beads and stuff. And she's like quite sweet and like, oh, did you sleep well, dear? I'm sorry for keeping your door locked. It was for your own safety. You were screaming and shouting in your sleep, and I was concerned for you.
I'm
Are
cutting
you
her
okay?
off. I'm pointing the staff towards her and ask, "Where are we?"
This is not how we repay kindness. Why are you so upset? We cure your wounds. We feed you. You are in a chalet Brantifax.
I'm gonna grab the end of Morker's quarterstaff and just hold it down to the ground.
Actually, just
Morker,
for
let's just hear what they have to say before we hit them with the stick.
In our defense, we've had a somewhat traumatic experience involving a very large red lizard, fire, and an explosion. And none of us know where we are. So you're saying we're in Chalet Brontifax?
Yeah, chalet Brantifax. And she looks to this male that is with her. He looks around a little bit older than her, like on his 70s, and he's got like a lazy eye, like a little bit. You see that he's like a wispy white hair man, kind of timid, and he's there as well, behind next to her.
Speaking of the lizard, let me. And you see him kind of lean over to the side, pick up a bowl of of water with a towel in it. Do you mind if I go to your friend?
Do you know what's wrong with him?
I am not too sure. When we brought him here, he was burning up too much, so he's cooled down a bit now, but he's still radiating quite a lot of heat. It's best to keep him cool as best as possible. Your other friend was pretty wounded, bad, and he has still not woken up.
I think he's drifting in and out of consciousness. He opened his eye for a second and passed back out again.
Oh,
By the way,
means,
none of us, least of all our dragonborn friend, actually know what's going on. He only knows about as much of his people as any one of us do.
well, when what we saw in the distance, we
Just 1 second.
1 second.
Yeah. There is a little feedback. I don't know where it comes from. Your light is constantly green, Matt. I don't know why. Maybe it's.
Oh,
Do you all see it?
It's just the feedback, but I don't think no sounds is actually coming through.
Yeah,
it's just
it's
my
weird.
mind
Okay.
being.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's just like you see your window is constantly green.
On Discord? Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I can't hear anything coming from him.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
but
okay.
it's
All right.
actually
All
like
right.
there's
Just
no
keep
sound
going.
coming
Sorry,
through.
guys. No, I don't understand why. It's just I hear more a little bit far away. All right. My apologies. Maybe it's my internet. Let me just have a look. All right. Keep
Yes.
going. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, we saw this cart and donkey at quite the top of the mountain, and then we saw the earth began to shake. We saw the entrance and an explosion. We entered and saw your body and this dragon that was slumped, and well, one of its wings had been ripped off. The whole place began to shake, and we grabbed you one by one. And is that what happened, Madrina?
Oh, yeah, of course, Taspar. Yes, that's what happened. We were so scared for your well-being. All so dangerous there. How do you must be very, very brave adventurers. I'm so surprised you were so wounded. It's been a couple of days. We've been tending to your wounds and feeding you and making sure you were okay. Are you feeling better?
You were very big, I think. It took us both to pull you out. Luckily we did,
Yes.
because after we
Very.
pulled him, the whole place collapsed. It was.
Oh,
Yeah, you're
wait.
very,
Oh,
very
no.
heavy.
Does that mean you weren't able to get the dragon out then?
Oh, the dragon was dead.
Yeah, why?
Oh, damn it!
There
Do
goes
you
those
eat
dragon
dragon?
scales.
I wanted the bones. Oh, well, never mind. Thank you very much for saving our hides. And also, how on earth did you move me?
We managed.
Both of us.
Yes, we both.
Yeah,
managed.
both of us. Strong. Unity makes strength.
I would like to insight them, please, because I was twice the size and 8 times heavier,
Okay.
and I'm already rather
Go
large.
Yeah.
Insight.
She kind of like fixes her outfit a little bit and closes herself as she's talking.
I'd also like to insight check on, if I may.
Okay, please
Me
go ahead.
too, if you don't mind. I'm really skeptical.
Can I do perception? Because I just want to look her up and down and see if she's like hiding anything, like if her skin or something like that.
You can do a perception check to see if she's hiding something physical, but then it won't be it will not be an insight. But it's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah. I just want to. I want to check her person. I
Analyze
don't-
her. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't
Okay.
want to.
I would like to use my eye patch.
Hit 18.
Go ahead.
Type 2.
Eye patch.
18.
Okay.
Much better.
Okay, so let's go through the rolls. So inside 16, 18, and 12. So with the highest one will be Morcor. They seem to be telling the truth. They both together somehow carry you. Anyone who go higher than a 10 can see that. And in terms of perception, she just looks old, like really frail and weak. But she looks healthy and strong at the same time. You can see that she's some kind of outdoors kind of women. Like both of them, they look like they do manual work and they are like hardworking people. That's what you.
I'm not gonna lie. I really thought she was a weird jackal.
I don't think they're human because again, if we're looking at kilos, 115 times 8. That's just going to be Bruce's mental maths going.
Yeah. I gotta
you
say.
It's after 4.
If yeah.
I was gonna say the old man kind of slowly pushes past the three of you and starts attending to Aki and Bryn, who are on the floor.
I have a question. Are we the mountain? Are we west of it? And I bring out the map that we've been consulting, the map of mystery.
Yeah, you are. You are. Let me just think. You are east from the mount. No, west. Yeah, you're right. West. You are west. As you look You try to orientate yourself, even though you see the mountain as you look through the window, and you gather you are on the corner on the map, on the very corner where that little house is drawn in the map.
It all makes sense to Bruce at this point. Is Wanderer feature coming to play there? One second, please, Mister and Mrs. Everyone, quick huddle, huddle.
You can
Right.
you
Whoa,
can
whoa,
call
whoa.
me Dasper.
Yeah, you can
Hello,
call
Casper.
me
I-
Madrina.
Hello,
do you
Madrina.
do you want some blankets? It gets very very cold in this house. It's
I'm just
getting dark soon.
I'm just gonna wrap my
I'll go
cloak around
get.
myself. I'm
I'll
fine.
go get some blanket. And you see him
Yes.
kind of step up and just walk off.
Are you hungry? Maybe we can prepare some humble meal for you. Perhaps we can have a little talk if you guys up for it. You feeling
We-
better?
We would love
Actu-
some food, but please excuse. We need to have
Sure.
a private discussion. Everyone, come
Alright.
in.
Let's
Right.
go. Let's go, Tasper. And they both start leaving.
Hold on a second, Bruce. Before we do, Madrina, right?
Yes, Madrina.
Have you happened to seen I'm looking for a girl with ginger hair. She's rather young.
Girl with ginger hair? No girl here. But you never know. I'm sure fate has brought you here.
Okay. All right, Bruce.
Great,
Let's go
come
talk.
here, come here.
And she kind of like pulls Taspar, and they start both of them leaving.
Right, listen, everyone. He pulls at the map. This is the place we're supposed to go here. This is the lead we've been following. It might give us some clue as to that giant monstrosity of teeth and eyes. It might tell us what the thing is with Grey's dream. This is the place. This is the
Oh.
place.
Oh, my goodness. So we're there.
To be
yes,
honest,
Oh, by the way, I just wanted to make sure. So, who's present currently right now? Are we talking to Uppity Bruce or Ruffity Bruce?
Bruise, honey. I don't listen. I don't quite understand it myself, but when that explosion went off, all I could think about was just hold on, because
Oh, so you're
I
still
was
there.
at ground zero for that bloody thing, and well, I guess subconsciously I feel what we're still in some kind of danger, and I've stuck around.
All
Can't
right.
imagine I'll be able to do that again. But if we have to nod off, but here I am.
Just good to know so that I can keep Brucey in check if he returns. But always a pleasure.
Good to see you too, honey.
All right. So now, what do we do with that? Do we want to?
I don't think
No.
they're human.
I don't think we should stay here. We've got to go save that little girl still. And I don't know how many days it's been. She could be dead by now.
See, they said about 2 days.
2 days.
While they talk, I head towards Bryn. He's also looking like the rest of us, patched up and clean.
He is a lot more patched up than any of you. He's got bandages all across his legs, across his torso. His armor has been taken off as well, so it's set to the side as well, which probably requires some sort of mending because you can see it all kind of melted at points as well. Gray, your kind of leather armor is also, it's still functional, but it looks pretty damaged as well, and you might need to get that repaired.
I put a hand on his forehead to see if he has fever or anything. He's fine, right?
You see when you do that, his eyes open once again, and he says, "All right."
You're right, Bryn.
I think so. I can't really move. It hurts.
Yes, that I would imagine. Go back to sleep. We'll handle everything else.
All right. You see him kinda
Dorothy,
close his eyes.
Hmm.
Would you could you do us a courtesy and could you tell me? I'm gonna toss down the cape that I found. Hey, Morker, come here.
Yes?
That quarterstaff that you got from the cave. You still have it?
Yes, it's right there in the corner with the rest of the stuff.
Mind if I just borrow it for a second?
Sure. I go
Dorothy,
and hand it over.
can you? You're pretty good at identifying objects, right?
Yeah, as of late.
Could you possibly take care of our newfound items and tell us what they are?
Of course. I think
Thank you, Dorothy. I'm gonna
that's
take
a,
Dorothy's hand real quick and just kiss it right in front of Bruce and look at him.
Bruce is glaring at you.
oh my goodness. Well, even in that sort of predicament, you still remember the little courtesies. That's so lovely. Anyway,
Of course, of course.
so I think we do have to stick around anyway because I don't know if we can leave as quickly as we want to. Look at Bryn and Aki. They're in critical condition.
I don't know about staying here. Dorothy, that dream I had, that little girl, she.
I know, but what do you suggest? We split up or we carry them? Do we still have our cart? I don't know those things.
Oh no, what happened to Egg?
Her name is Rose. He's still glaring at you.
I'm gonna look at Bruce and say, I like Egg more.
And she said her name was Rose. Show some respect. Wait a minute, hang on. I look in my pockets for Reaper Cheap.
Well, at that point, you hear
no.
you hear the old man say, "Oh, Madarina, I see that rat again. It's scurrying around the house.
Oh, the disgusting rat. Damn it. Again.
Oh, it's going towards the room.
Wait, don't touch him. He's either very fragile or the most powerful being we've ever met.
And standing there by the door, looking up to you all, is Ripichi.
Oh my!
While I'm going to reach down and sort of pinch the back of his sort of little scruff of the back of his little like this, and ritual cast talk to animals, and I go, we need to have words about your ration allotment.
What do you mean?
Well, for the whole of that fight against the big red lizard, you did not make an appearance.
I was there. I was always there. You just didn't see me. You were too occupied missing with your attacks. And that monk too.
Hey!
He just hears a really obnoxious squeak, and Marco just knows he's talking shit about me.
Yeah.
Well, now, Joe, I'm gonna be. Excuse me while I talk to this rat.
There he goes again. All right.
I don't think you need to be said. You need to go and do something with the dragon, but you stayed in my pocket.
Where it was.
I'm not happy.
Well, I wasn't stupid. I didn't want to get burned.
You told me you could take him.
Yeah?
Did you lie?
I never lie. I just didn't
Well,
get you.
actually,
Didn't get me. You didn't get me close enough.
I was close enough. I was close enough to grab him, and you did nothing.
I saw you. You
That's
missed. You didn't grab him.
And again, you did nothing. We're gonna have in words. Half rations for the rest of the week.
I scouted the house while you were asleep.
Tell me more.
It's pretty big.
I pop on my shoulder.
Pretty big.
Bruce, can you
Many
do
floors.
me a favor?
Hold on a second, Reapy Cheap. Lucky, do you mind? I mean, not Lucky. Grey, do you mind? I'm interrogating the rat.
I know, but can you ask Reapy Cheap if he's seen the girl with the ginger hair?
Reapy Cheap, have you seen a girl with red hair?
Red hair? Yeah. I've seen it.
Not me.
I've seen something. It wasn't moving. He was with red hair. It looked like a person, but wasn't moving. Somewhere at the top.
Everyone, huddle. Right, okay.
We were already huddled,
Okay,
Bruce.
Well,
He just
then
wants to
Morker
get
walked-
closer.
I know.
feel like.
I know.
Morker walked away. He's deliberately standing between you and Dorothy.
Oh, I'm gonna walk to the other side of Dorothy and just put my arm around her
He
and
grabs you with
yeah,
the scruff neck and pulls you back and just like, holds you there. Like, now, listen.
all right, if you want to play that way. While Bruce is hugging me ever so tightly, I'd like to feel his pockets.
Make a sleight of hand.
Go for it. Go for it. Yeah,
May I, DM?
go for it. It's absolutely fine. Go for it.
Sure, please. Go ahead.
This is funny. I love this.
Every time you hug me, guys, I'm going to teach you. 16.
Can I? Is this like an unknown
It's
thing? Can I
higher
roll
than his
perception
passive.
to-
Is it higher
It's
than
higher than
his
my
passive?
passive, so I'm wondering, was it a passive or can I roll against it?
Well, you wouldn't know he's doing it until you realize going close to him would be a bad idea. But when you do,
He doesn't know that. He doesn't know that. Yeah, stick with that.
Yeah, no one knows. They always bring me close to him.
pockets. What do you normally put in your pockets? I should ask.
What
Mm,
do I- what
yeah.
do I
I'm going
normally
straight
put-
for his gold.
What do I normally put in my pockets? Well, I have money. I've got my bear
Red
claw
cards.
necklace. I have my maul, my hand axe, 3 javelins, my bag of holding, and my bag of holding's full of everything.
You put javelins in your pockets.
Oh, wow.
It's
Yes,
more.
big pockets.
It's more like there's like a you know how you
Yeah,
can put them in sort of like
sashes,
a
yeah.
quiver almost attached to his back. sort
But
of
you-
thing.
let's say you got
And-
money in your pocket. I think that's be more fair. All right, roll a d10.
Yeah.
Quick intervention. Would I have felt it? Because I got my arm wrapped around Bruce too, and we are like on the same.
Your passive perception is 15.
Mine
Mm-hmm.
is 18.
Ooh.
Okay. You would notice Gray's hand slipping into Bruce's pocket.
Okay, because my hand was naturally on Bruce's butt anyway. I would have noticed those hands sliding to the pockets, and I was just gently slap Gray's hand and just
Oh, easy on the goods, darling.
sorry. I just look to Gray with a look of keep your fingers to yourself. Ding.
Do you, or do you take the money?
I'm still taking the money.
Ooh.
Take 6 gold.
Motherfucker. Oh, let
6
me
gold.
take 6 gold off my.
Let me add
Mount.
6 gold to mine.
Dorothy,
Oh yeah.
you feel Reapy Cheap come onto your shoulder.
What the? No visitors, please.
Hold on. I want to tell you, he does say he has seen a girl, or at least he thinks a girl, with red hair.
Does he talk about me?
No, he said
No.
it was someone else.
He has seen a girl?
Can Brucey, can you take him off my shoulder, please?
Rape Jeep,
He doesn't budge.
come on. Rape Jeep, don't make me pick you up again.
Seems Reapy Cheap has a crush.
Don't you touch me. If you do, I won't tell
Not you
you.
too.
I'm asking nicely.
And I'm telling
I'll
you
just-
nicely.
I'll cast Mage Hand and just pick him up and float him above me.
So now, Rape Jeep, let's be honest here. We'll treat you nice. I'm still going to feed you. Just tell us where the girl is.
She's in something like, and he points towards the map.
While floating midair.
Yeah, it's just like the thing that you're carrying in your hand. It's like she's
yeah.
on that.
Yeah,
I don't
I'll
know.
hold it close to him. Touch the bit you think she is.
What do you mean? I just told
She
you.
said she's somewhere on the map.
She's like,
Specify.
she's not on the map. It's like she's on the paper. Like
She's
she's still.
Oh! He found a picture of her.
Oh.
a picture. That's is like a painting.
Oh, he's a rat. He doesn't know the difference. A picture, a painting, I don't know.
Well, it could be any girl at this point. I don't think he didn't find anything.
No. We need to find this picture and see if Gray recognizes her. Where's that picture?
point.
We should.
At this
Can you lead
point,
the way?
you hear, I have got you the towels here. It is getting very cold. Materina, please, we should give them food.
Yeah, the food is almost ready now. Very humble food, but yes, please, whenever you want, start coming in. We just next door to you.
Dorothy, Bruce,
And she
Morker,
pokes her head for a second.
I have a
Any
question.
allergies?
Nah, I'm good.
Just cock. Don't like eggs.
Oh, allergic coke. Oh, that's bad allergy.
Yeah,
Check Miles.
don't do eggs.
Yeah.
All right.
Deep cuts reference there.
Guys, could you possibly run distraction while Reapy Cheap takes me to the room?
No problem.
Dorothy, can you sing him a
excuse me.
song?
Oh, yes.
Casper, Madrina,
Sure.
my good friend Gray here, he needs to make use of the bathroom, and I sort of like
Oh, my stomach, I'm gonna hold it.
Pam the rat off to him and say, Reaper Cheek, take him there. And it's bad, by the way. You want to leave him alone for a good while. It's not pleasant.
Oh, it's leaking out! It's leaking
Oh,
out!
it's just
Oh.
dreadful.
Yeah.
Look,
Make
oh,
a-
goodness
make-
me.
Make a deception
Oh,
check.
here.
Oh.
Should have let Dorothy do this. Fuck. 6.
I have a. Oh, wait, oh, he's doing it.
Just 1 second. Ooh.
Wait a second. You have a 0 for deception?
Yes!
What?
I'm not charismatic.
She just looks at you and said, but yes, of course, go toilet, but be quick. It's getting dark. We have to leave soon. Please, don't do this to us. Just we are nice people. You need to nice to us. That's all.
Of
we'll-
course.
We will be here in the study room, okay? And please, the rest of you, come with us. We need to have little talk as well.
Of course.
Gladly.
Of course.
As Madrina kind of walks off, the old man will say, "You do not need to lie to us. The house is open to wander if you want." And then he kind of walks off as well.
I'm gonna let go of my stomach and just play with my hair. Well, Bruce, I thought your acting was pretty great.
I thought it was pretty good too.
All right.
Yeah.
As you
Well-
put Reapy Cheap down, he goes the opposite direction. So as you step out the room, they go left down this corridor, and Reapy Cheap goes right. And there's this
Morker,
set of spiraling stairs that go up.
Morker, would you come with me? I don't want to go alone.
Dorothy, will we go and entertain our hosts?
Yeah, I'd love to. So you go see what you can find, and we'll talk to, what was it, Matrina and what's the man's name again?
Casper.
Tasper. Taspa.
Casper.
Oh, Casper. No, that's worse.
Yeah,
It's
like Casper
more
with a P.
unconventional than Casper. It has to be. We're in Fantasyland. Sorry. Okay. Off we go.
All right.
All right. So what we'll do, we'll go on the study first for a bit, and then we'll cut to Reapy Cheap after, if it's okay. So let me just give you a description of what you see as you enter the study. Apologies. All right. Yeah. So as you enter the study, you see that against the west wall stands a handsome-looking roll-top desk, north of which two leather-padded armchairs face a fireplace carved with images of wolves and stags. Draped over each chair, there is a wolf skin and a narrow spiral staircase choked with cobwebs winds up, and you miss where it's going, and it's on the east wall. And in there is being like on the floor they put this kind of like a picnic blanket, and you see that they have some very, very basic food, fish. There is some beverage, like some kind of unusual looking tea, and a little bit of bread, but it's very little, and they are not eating. You realize that they don't have plate themselves, and they put you these little square plates, and the old lady is sitting on her knees on the floor next to the man.
Oh, that's not necessary. I'm a bit of an outdoorsman. You can have my seat.
Oh, no, don't worry. We used to. It's okay. You are a guest here. We are a hospitable, good host. Please, you sit. It's okay. Thank you.
You still
Oh,
look
you're
very
kind.
sore. Sit down. It's okay. He kind of ushers you to
thank
this.
you.
It is kind
Oh
of
my
a,
God.
a reverse role where normally you help an elderly sit down, but he's helping you sit down.
You've been so kind to us these past few days. I mean, I don't know how we can thank you enough. And I will say, it's quite the surprise, not to make false judgments, but it is really a lovely surprise to see that you are so spry at your age still, that you were able to carry our Brucey here all the way down the mountain. What were you doing over there?
We just heard. Yeah, you just heard a very big, loud bang, and we were washing our clothes outside and doing our prayers, and we just had a calling, like sometimes. And she looks at you, Dorothy, straight to the eyes, and she says, sometimes things call you, things you don't understand, and that's how we felt. We are kind people. I see you have been chosen by Mother Luba. You're a very lucky girl.
Bruce
I
looks
have.
at Dorothy. Is it Mother who? Is it a friend
Mother
of yours?
Luba.
Do we know her?
It doesn't seem to be anything you have ever heard before.
So they can't roll for it.
Anyone who wants can make a history check at disadvantage.
Sure
It's
thing.
just the two of you there,
Sure.
right? The other two have gone
Yeah,
out.
actually,
Mhm.
the other two.
Sorry, I didn't know. Did Morco go with Gray, or was he with?
No, I'm not doing it.
Are you with
Alright.
Dorothy, or are you with Gray?
I think I'm in with Dorothy.
Okay, so the three
Okay,
of you
so
are there.
good. Yeah, and Gray is alone. Cool. With Rippy Chip. All right. You've never heard of it.
Oh, well, interesting that you say that. I don't think I ever heard of her.
Yeah, Mother Luba, very the wiser seer of all Vistani. Very famous Vistani seer. You know Vistani?
I have heard that, indeed, yes. We are actually. Or if you were going to say something, Bruce, go ahead.
I
She
was
looks
about
at
to
you.
say, are you both Vistani people?
Oh no, no, not us. Not Vistani, but we are friends of Vistani. Vistani are good people, very like us. We call ourselves the kindness. We are kindness. That's how our name. We're group. We are group. Fracture group at the moment, but group.
Well, that
But-
certainly makes sense. I mean, you've taken such good care of us. Again, it's hard to even try to repay you for what you've done to us, or for us, rather. I will say, two things strike my mind when I hear you talk about the past day's events. One being that we also, as you have seen, travel with a rather religious man ourselves, Bryn, in the other room over there. He is a
Yeah.
follower of Tyr, I believe, but I'm not too sure because I'm not too privy with
Bruce-
all the deities.
Bruce
Was
nods
Tyr.
to confirm for you.
Tyr, god of justice. Yeah, Tyr. I saw holy symbol he wear. He's very, very wounded. I don't know what happened to them. Your draconic friend and shiny skin blonde man, very, very, very hurt. It's been
Yeah.
hard to look after them.
Well, there was a dead dragon and we were wounded. I think you can do 1+1.
Why you? Actually, she looks at you. Tesper.
We understand that the situation, and I'm sure that you would want to leave from this place, but your friends are definitely wounded, like Madrina has said. Perhaps let them rest for one more night, and maybe they would recover. And he looked towards Madrina. He goes, and he says, "Perhaps we should we ask them? They may be able to help us."
Oh, but they are so weak. I feel so bad. And you hear them, the voices. I mean, they're not whispering, but they are kind of speaking like a slightly lower, so they don't disturb your conversation or whatever you guys. I don't know. They look so hurt. I'm so scared something bad happened to them, and then it will be our fault.
But what about the others? What of?
I know. I feel I'm so scared as well. Paul Rennick and Vinik. I'm so worried.
Hold on. You said you have a job. Well, we do. It's sort of our job, doing some dangerous tasks. I mean, you don't have to think of it as asking for a favour. You could think of it as a transaction.
And you see her face brighten.
It is too dangerous, though. Are you sure I could tell you what happened, and perhaps then you could decide if you want to or not.
I was just about to say, you've not even told us what it is. We can decide if it's dangerous.
Yeah.
My mind lapses. He holds his head for a little bit. And, Madalena, why don't you explain?
Yes, well, as I was saying, we are a group of people, and I don't really want to go into it, but we have a mission of our own. This is not our house. We took this house as a place to protect important items that are dangerous to world. You know, sometimes evil forces take items and they corrupt, and things become very dangerous. So we hide here the items until we find better place for them, and then once we do, this is our base. Sometimes all other of our kindness also come visit, but we are four of us normally. Our two strong companions, Vinik and Renik. They're both very young, 20 something, both of them, strong men, you know. And we had this is so awkward, I'm sorry. We recently acquired a very powerful statue of little devil creature with a small rod with ruby top on it, and we've been looking after that. It's very powerful magic, and is very good for undead creatures and creatures of darkness. And a few days ago, the statue disappeared. We were unsure because we don't sleep here at night. It's too dangerous for us, and we were unsure. So when we came in the morning, it turned out some of our little watchers told us shadow creature was seen with statue, and yes. And she looks at you, Tasper, and
It's okay.
any,
It's
okay.
okay, Madalena.
Rennick and Finnick, they both searched the house, and it was at night time that we discovered this, I don't know, a portal of something. It was under the bed upstairs.
And he points towards the stairs.
And when we went there, they said that they would go in and come back. At first, they went in and came back within a few moments. But they said they said that they would go in and definitely recover this. But it has been so many days now, and they have not returned. And we are so worried of what has happened to them.
You say they
Yeah.
disappeared upstairs in the room.
Yes, this portal
It's-
appears at night
Yeah,
time.
it's like a shadow portal to somewhere else. Well, it's not somewhere else. It's they said the portal is like a shadow of parallel world, the ghost world. You know?
Like another realm, maybe.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure how much you know about the planes. This is not information for everyone, but this is mirror plane, yeah, of this world, but on the ghost realm. Realm of the unliving.
Bruce is kind of like, wonderful, another place with portals that we've got to go through and maybe get trapped in. Oh, God.
That's true.
I'm sorry for us this because we feel very bad. But this, if this statue has fallen into wrong hands, the future of world is depends on it. And I know I strongly believe in fate. Things don't just happen. I had a dream that some adventurer will save us and help, but I'm not sure. I'm sorry. Maybe I got the wrong impression of you. And she kind of looks down like,
Can I make an insight check to see if she's bullshitting or she's saying the truth?
of course, yeah.
Go ahead.
I don't believe a word. That's a 12. That's not really high.
I mean, you can see, looking at her with a 12, she doesn't seem to be lying at all. She's quite. She looks a very kind person, and she's very easy to read. You don't see any hidden malice on her.
I want to.
Go for it.
Okay. I want to put my hand on hers and say, Matrina, thank you for being so candid with us and for housing us and making us better. I think it's just a matter of good manners to repay you in a way that would make you feel comfortable. And it sounds like a pretty large scale thing if you say that the whole world is at stake, potentially. So I think it would be our pleasure to help you recover your friends and this artifact.
What?
Well, think
You
about
see-
it, Morcor.
As you say that, she kind of like kneels next to you, and you see that that she's kind of like touched by what you said, and you see like she's like, thank you. I that means a lot, so much to us. And she looks at Tasper.
Tasper is looking at Morka as he shouted what?
Don't mind him. Yeah, listen, helping, kindness, it's all wonderful. Absolutely. Excuse me, Dorothy, just a little aside, please. Listen, what are you doing?
They start talking to each other to give you a bit of space. Yeah.
I mean, isn't it obvious? These people have helped us. We need to help them too.
Yeah, of course, and I would like to help them, but they did say it was very dangerous, and I did say we could make this more of a business transaction so that they feel less guilty.
I don't think. I mean, if it eases all your minds, I'm not against any more transactions necessarily. But from my standpoint, it would be already just repaying our debt. They saved us from being dead. But if you wanna, I don't know how rich they are. I'm not. I'm not necessarily a fan of taking coin from poor people. So
Bruce,
if you, so if you know if they have a lot of stuff to spare, or if they're just a humble monastery sort of troop trying to make some good in the world, and I honestly don't know. But if you have a way to discern, you can make your judgments on transactions based on that.
You know, there's literally nothing I can say to counter that. You make an excellent point.
Really, you can't think about anything, Bruce? Almost half of our group died against the dragon. You want to go and fight in another dimension now? Really?
Look,
Well, we
could
can
it possibly
explore first.
could it possibly be any more dangerous than a fucking dragon? And they did save our lives.
What does your moral code as a monk say to that? Not that I'm the one to imply moral codes necessarily, but just as a thought experiment.
Being a monk doesn't make you a saint, Dorothy. Neither does being a whatever relic hunter, whatever they are. I don't know if their intentions are true. I don't know. Seems way too elaborate to be a lie, but at the same time, I'm not going to put the entire group in danger for something they're telling us. We already almost died once. I'm not going through it again another time the day after.
We do need to look around to find Gray's girl. Maybe we can find it. Listen, that big monstrosity you had to fight in which way? You think maybe it was one of these dangerous artifacts? Let's be honest here. These two and these two other lads, that's not a great deal of protection for artifacts supposedly this powerful.
Yeah, that's true. Also, I would like to hear Gray's opinion on that too. We should consult him later.
To find that picture that Reapy Cheap found.
Speaking of
Yeah,
Gray,
He's not, he's, yeah, he's not with us.
let's cut to Gray. I'll leave it to you, actually, Mo,
No
as
problem.
you are Repeat Chips master. So
all right. Gray,
it makes sense.
you look around and you see your party cut away and round the corner to the right. As in front of you are these spiraling stairs. Reapy Cheap begins kind of going up these stairs, and you follow. As you go upstairs, immediately there is a door in front of you, but it's slightly ajar already. And as you push it open, you enter into a room, and let me explain it to you what it looks like. As you enter, there are two gaping holes in the peaked roof expose this kind of attic to the elements. Shattered clay roof tiles, splinter of woods, dry leaves, and bird droppings cover the floor, which has begun to rot in a number of these places. The rafters are home to several birds' nests formed out of twigs and straws. Two wooden bed frames stand against the northern wall. Built into the window box between them is a wooden storage trunk, sealed with a rusty padlock. Other furnishing in the room include a pair of tall, narrow wardrobes. And as you enter, there is also an additional door to the right, which is also slightly ajar, where it's actually broken, and you see Reapy Cheap kind of go through the crack.
Wait, wait, I'm gonna continue to follow Reapy Cheap
All right.
if I can.
The door doesn't budge, and it looks like it's actually broken from its hinges, and it's stuck. So you would have to break it to enter.
Oh, I really hope I could do this quietly. I'm gonna try and pull the door off its hinges, I guess.
All
Or
right.
not pull. How is it stuck? You said it's open ajar slightly, right?
It's kind of broken, so you can see it like there's a hole which Reapy Cheap kind of went through, but it looks like as you try to twist it, it would have opened. It's not locked, but it's just stuck. So you will have to either break it partially and then try to get in, or just completely break it if you want.
I'm gonna try and break it as quietly as I can so I can slide through
Okay.
using my short sword.
So you get one of the planks and you just start kind of trying to break it open. Give me an athletics
I have a
check.
crowbar.
Oh yeah, then you take it with advantage then. As you wedge your
Strength check or
athletics with advantage.
athletics? Ooh. 23?
Easily. As you hear it begin to crack, you can feel it weakening, and easily you break one and you break another, and you realize you've made enough, a big of a hole underneath the door for you to kind of crawl through. And as you do, you enter into what seems to be some sort of kind of storage room. You don't see Reapy Cheap. He's kind of gone through and he's kind of disappeared. There's loads of kind of rags over certain items and stuff like that. But in here you can also see through through two large holes in the peak roof of this attic as well. Much of the area has fallen prey to the elements, causing the objects stored here to rot. The room is filled with old chairs, table, benches, hunting trophies as well, rolled up rugs, a standing mirror, and similar unwanted decor. Leaning against the east wall, you see, are 6 flat rectangular objects wrapped in canvas sheets. They seem to be some sort of kind of perhaps frames or some sort. But yeah, that's what you see at the moment.
Reapy Cheap! Reapy Cheap! Cheap Cheap! Oh, I'm gonna have to talk to Bruce and that damn rat looter. Do I hear any cheeping at all?
No cheeping at all. He's just gone into this room, and it is not heeding to your call. But that's what you see in front of you.
I would like to go to where the, you said there were 4 portraits that looked
Yes.
like they were wrapped?
About 6, kind of stacked.
6.
Yeah, but the one that you see in front of you is currently kind of stacked. I mean, wrapped up.
I'd like to go to the one in front of me, and I'm gonna just try and...
Rip it open.
Actually, you know what?
take a
Instead,
look.
not rip it. I'm gonna lift it up just a little bit, just so I can peek.
All right. As you do, you see that it is some sort of oil painting that is there.
Then in that case, I'm just gonna gently try and lift it off.
All right. As you lift this one off, you see a family in front of you. You see a woman with blonde hair. I don't know if anyone has seen the I can't remember the actress's name, but have seen the what's that Amazon new TV show, The Wheel or something like that. I can't remember.
Oh, the Wheel of Time.
The Wheel of Time. I don't know if you've seen it. No, I don't think anyone
No.
has. But there's this, what you see is a very regal woman, very slim body. She
Yeah,
has
like Nordic, no? Kind of looking.
a bit Nordic, a pointy chin, her piercing eyes, almost as if that she's staring into your soul, and very blonde hair, which is kind of tied to a knot. And she is standing next to a person who is sitting on a chair, who is a regal man. He's got kind of grayish, kind of black hair, with a scruffy beard, and also with a regal. And next to him on the other side is a blonde girl or a boy, you're not too sure. Again, with the blonde hair up to the shoulders, kind of has kind of a straight fringe, but on top of that he's wearing what's the Peaky Blinder hat called?
Yeah, like
Like
a
a
Oliver
golf,
Twist.
like a golf hat or one of those, yeah. And he's wearing some sort of kind of tunic which seems to be tucked into some sort of pants, and then that is tucked into some sort of kind of boots, and is just kind of leaning on the chair at the moment. The girl and whatever the boy or girl that you see in front of you is got a little smile. The father or the man who's standing is smiling, but the woman is not smiling at all. She's just got this kind of straight, strict face.
The
Oh, and
the
you also
girl in
see a
my
dog.
a dog.
You also see a dog.
The girl in my dream, she talked about a boy, didn't she?
Did she?
Not that you
I think so.
remember.
It says in my notes. Oh, not that I remember. Okay. Uh, in that case, I'm gonna go to another canvas and try
Oh,
to.
actually, on your note, she says he's come to take the little one. So you assume it is a boy, but
I'm
the
assuming,
little
yeah.
one, yeah. That's what she spoke.
In that case, I'm gonna go to the next closest like tapestry next to it, and I'm gonna lift that one as well.
All right, as you lift this one, you see the visage of the blonde hair woman in more intense, bigger face, in a different pose, and she's just like this one. Even is more intimidating. You wouldn't want to oppose this woman. It seems like.
Is there any names or anything on the front of the canvas, like the artist's name or?
So in the first one at the bottom, you see Lady and Lord Brentifax, and you also see another name and. Let me just get it for you. Where is it? I'm missing it. Aha, there we go.
Oh, you got it? Okay.
And it says, so Lady and Lord Brantifax and Mistress. Is it Mistress or what is it? How do you pronounce it?
Baroness?
Oh yeah, sorry, Baron and Baroness Brantifax and Lady Heluthi. Heluthi. Heluthe.
Heluth.
Heluth.
Okay.
The next one says Baroness Brantifax.
Baroness Brentifax. Would I assume that's the blonde lady, the one I don't want to oppose?
The same woman. It's just a different,
Okay.
kind of more of a straight kind of portrait of her.
Okay. I'm gonna one more time, just really quick. Repeat cheap.
He squeaks out from the side, and he's in the middle of like the next one you see.
I'm gonna lift that one up as well then.
All right.
Repeat cheap is.
As you lift this one up, you see a woman with ginger hair, very fair skin, beautiful kind of green eyes, and there's something familiar about her. And then you kind of recall back to the girl, and there is similarities to this woman. And on this one at the bottom, it says again, Baroness Brantifax.
Baroness Brentifax. Oh my gosh, this is.
And then the one repeat cheap. When you look at that and look behind, you see another portrait, but this one is not her. And as you kind of pull away to see this one, it's familiar. It's her, as she stands there, half of her face covered by curly ginger hair. She sits there a bit hunched, looking towards the portrait itself, covering whatever you would know a disfiguration on one side. So beautiful on one, her green eyes piercing as well, just as what the woman in the previous portrait was. But this girl is that girl that you had in your dreams.
I want to see. Can I take that? That's an oil painting, you said, right? That
That
or is
whole
that the girl?
that is an oil painting as well. And Reapy Cheap is kind of just looking at it and looking at you. And at the bottom, it says Lady Sylphine.
Lady Sylphine. How do you spell Sylphine?
S-Y.
I put it instant roll 20.
So, in that case, I will do my best to take the oil painting out of the frame. I want the one of the family with the dog,
Mm-hmm.
I want the one of the girl with the ginger hair, what I thought was, and then the one of the disfigured girl. Just those three.
Mm-hmm. So there's a picture. So the ginger-haired woman, and then the ginger-haired girl as well, right? Okay.
Yes, and I want the family as well.
And the family as well. Okay. There's one more portrait, by the way, if you want
I
to
want
see
to
it.
see that one as well.
Okay. As you open that one up, there is a large picture of the dog.
I think Bruce will like this painting, so I'm gonna take it as well.
Mm-hmm. And at the bottom
Yeah,
of
it's,
that one, it says Broran? Brorn. Broran.
Yeah. And it's like a huge mastiff, you know, one of those, like a Scooby-Doo, pretty much.
Okay.
That's a Great Dane.
I mean, he looks like a Scooby-Doo.
Great Dane Mastiff. I'm gonna take all those paintings then. I'm gonna take them out of the frames and roll them up and try and stash them in my pack.
All right. As you do that one by one, you stash them up. You see Reapy Cheap just go past. He just ignores you and just leaves. And you realize as you cough as well that this place is very, very moldy and very, very hard to breathe in this, even with the gaps above in the rooftop itself. But you have all the pictures now. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Do I notice anything shiny in the room? Anything that looks valuable?
Everything else in this room seems that it has rotted away through time. Even the paintings seemed quite fragile. The frames were all kind of eroded and kind of swollen as well. But as you slowly take your time, you manage to acquire these paintings quite still in a okay state. Not the perfect like the condition that they were before, but yeah, still
In
good
that
enough.
case, I will walk out of that room and go into the other that I was in, and I want to see. You said there was a chest with a padlock on it.
Indeed, there was. It looks
I'm gonna
rusted.
pick that. Oh, it's rusted. Okay, in that case, I'm gonna take my crowbar and bang that lock.
All right, as you bang that lock, the rust just snaps. The hinges kind of, and it is open.
Anything good?
You open it.
Yes.
All right.
Oh.
As
wait.
you open it,
Oh fuck.
inside you find
Fucking moldy chest.
inside you find what does he find?
Dead mimic.
So you find some studded leather armor. You find a leather helmet as well, a heavy crossbow, which has the symbol of the Brantifax family. A wooden case with a monogram BB and 2 hunting traps, which seem kind of rusted over time as well. The wooded case contains also 15 crossbow bolts
I will
with
take.
crimson fletching on it.
I will take the crossbow just because it's got the family symbol, and I'm curious about that. I want the studded leather and the leather helmet. And I'll take the 15 quiver bolts, but leave the traps.
Okay.
They look heavy.
All right.
Yeah, the Brantifax family symbol is a stack, like a horns of a stack, and it's got some kind of like interlink vegetation, like creating like 2 arrows across as well. Some kind of like olive tree leaves, something like that, around it.
At this
It's
point
like a
now, I'm
crest.
probably gonna get like the heebie-jeebies. I would like to go downstairs back to my friends and show them what stuff I've acquired.
All right. As you go back downstairs and you follow the path, you begin to hear voices down the corridor. And as you follow these
But I
voices,
do want to switch out my leather armor with the leather studded real quick before the people see that I'm wearing that. I'm just gonna like. Oh wait, no, that's not good. It's fine. I'm just gonna keep going. It's fine.
okay. And as you walk towards the voices and you enter into the room, you begin to see your companions kind of huddled on one side while the other two are kind of conversating on the other. And everyone, as you enter, looks at you, holding your bag filled with whatever goodies and stuff like that. And as they kind of all look at you, we will go and quickly take a break here and come back
Okay.
and continue with this story from there. All right.
Quality.
Amazing. Thank you, guys. Thanks for watching. Please don't go anywhere. We will be back shortly.
See you in a bit.
See you in a bit.
Bye.
Bye. Alrighty, welcome back to the Steel Pages of Verglas as we go through the Book of the Raven. Our heroes are in Chalet Brantifax, ready to embark in the new mission that is not confirmed to be a possibility yet, but we will have to wait and see. And as you guys are in this study room, you wait for a second and then Gray joins you. And as it's already been discussed, and you are there with Madrina and Tasper and having this conversation.
Ah, Gray, you made it back.
I've got a present for you, Bruce.
Oh, yeah?
Where's it Bruce right now?
Bruce.
Bruce, come here.
Right.
I'm gonna pull out the painting of the dog and I got you a present.
Well, he's adorable, but... Oh, it's just a picture.
Well, Bruce is
What a
gonna
fact.
love it.
Oh, yeah, the other guy might like it. But alright, I'll stick it in the bag of holding, then it just folds up.
And then I'm gonna show him the other paintings as well. I found the ginger girl, Dorothy, and I'm gonna show her the disfigured one first. And then I'm gonna pull out the one of the woman of the what I think is the disfigured girl. And I found these names on the paintings as well. Sylphine, Haluth, and Braun is the name of the dog, I think.
That's the most important one, clearly.
Of course, that's
Braun.
So, and you recognize
the
either
girl.
of them? The girl.
The girl, that's the one with the.
Yeah.
She didn't look like that in my dream, though. She looked much prettier and younger, and she just. Why does her face look like that?
Maybe some weird things have happened in realms that we have yet to explore. Maybe she's not on this realm with us, and
What
things have
makes
changed
you
her.
think that?
I just want to.
Well,
I'm just going to quickly add, Gray, when you looked at the two ladies in ginger, one at the bottom of the one that you could see her face fully with the two green eyes and stuff was a woman, and at the bottom it said Baroness Brantifax, and the other one where she was hiding her face was a young girl, kind of hunched over like this, looking towards with just her normal eye. Her face was just covered with hair. That one, it said Lady Sylphine.
Lady Sylphine.
Just for clarification.
So
they're
you're saying that...
technically
Go for it.
so they're technically two different people, at least by the title, right?
Here.
You can tell one is definitely a woman, and the other one is definitely a girl.
So that could be your mother then, and this is the daughter. Is it the daughter that you saw in your dream?
Yeah, except she didn't look like that. Except at the end of my dream when she had all this black ooze coming out of her face.
I mean, it was a dream.
You remember from your dream, you remember that at first she was behind you, so you just heard her angelic voice, and then when you turned, you saw her normal face because her deformity was covered by her hair, but then eventually once she started coughing, then you saw her real face. So she was deformed on your vision as well, just to clarify as well.
Okay. Guys, Morker, what did you guys figure out from the two over there? What happened while I was gone?
Well, apparently they are some kind of relic hunters.
Hunters.
Yes, they find and protect relics that are too powerful to be left in anybody else's hands, basically.
Well, maybe they'd be willing to share some of those with us.
Well, we're just having a bit of a negotiation about something not unrelated. One's gone missing, and two of their number went to find it, gone missing as well. Apparently, there's some kind of portal that opens up in a room somewhere in this building. We're negotiating whether we go and see what's what. I still kind of want some stuff from them to do it, but we are in debt to them as well. They did kind of save our necks.
Also, to be more specific, the relic seems to be a statue with of a sort of devilish deity with some kind of rod and a red ruby at the tip
I'm signed
of it.
in. Let's do this.
Is that the kind of thing that Bryn described?
I believe so.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't remember. He did?
I remember
Can't
you
remember.
said it was a statue with a ruby, right?
Yeah.
That would be. What is it? Ring a bell. I'm gonna tap on my head real quick.
You just hit a roar, and you recognize that being Tiamat's roar in your head, just as a memory.
Oh, I remember.
You're right, Grey. Like you got gas.
No, it's nothing. Dorothy, you told them we'd help them, right?
I think it would be a good idea. Don't you think? They helped us survive and they patched us up.
I
I mean,
definitely think we should help them. We owe them quite a bit. Not to mention, I did kind of take some of their stuff upstairs.
well, it's not necessarily their real house, they told us. They told us they took it as a sort of base as part of their mission. They are part of a group called Kindness, if I heard correctly, and they're just here to do good, basically, and also the thing with the relic protection. And the question to me is not if we help them, but rather when, because we are still 2 people down. And maybe Morkor has a point in that we are not to go away just after we woke up, but maybe take some time to rest.
They did offer us another day to stay, to rest, and obviously Aki and Bryn need it, so
I could use that time to identify our objects.
I'm
and
gonna
then-
quickly throw off my cape. Oh, thank you, Dorothy, for suggesting that.
Oh, my good. Yeah, okay, well. And then we gather our bearings, and maybe our friends are feeling better until then. What do you guys think?
I still think we have a debt to them, but I still think we should be saying there should be some kind of exchange
All right.
for our services.
What if we ask them for an artifact or two that they've collected that they would trust us do-gooders with?
Well, that depends on if we can convince them that we are the right hands to keep those artifacts.
Oh, well, I think we're a very convincing group, don't you suppose, Morker? I'm gonna slap him on the back.
Yes, let's thank the 2 weird dudes who patched us and saved our lives by throwing ourselves at another imminent and sudden death. It sounds like a great idea.
See, Morker's on board, guys.
Good to know.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, let's go tell them we're gonna do this.
Hold on. Wait a second. We've totally forgotten something. The monstrosity, we had to face it. Which way? I want to ask him something. Excuse me, Tasper, Madrina, dear.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
How could we help?
Is this the only artifact? Is this the only artifact that's gone missing in the last little while?
Yes, it's been the last artifact missing only. Oh, yeah.
Most of the
So you wouldn't know-
artifacts we keep here, and then we take them away and either destroy them, or if we can, or put it in places where no hands can find it.
Yeah,
So-
that's what the Scarlet Sash do. We are kindness. Scarlet Sash is the name of our organization, shall I say.
So you wouldn't know anything about an artifact that I don't know was to kill an entire village full of people, amalgamate them in some kind of horrible monstrosity of teeth and eyes and bits, and then the size of a building that would then try and destroy and eat everything and consume everything around us in kind of existential nightmare.
They both
Oh,
looks
dear.
up towards.
No, no.
No, don't know anything like that. Oh my god, that sounds horrific.
It was dreadful.
Sorry for
Bruce,
that.
don't make it
It
sound
was
too
also a
bad.
pushover, but that's.
It was definitely an existential nightmare. You know, if it kept on expanding and growing and absorbing everything around it, it could, I don't know, fit the bill of something world ending, like you were saying earlier about this other artifact.
I could tell you one thing.
He kind of holds his head.
What is it? Yes, since this artifact was here, we have noticed that the portal stays open longer and longer towards the night.
Yeah. That's why we don't stay here at night anymore. It's dangerous. We are concerned.
We would
Ship attention.
we would go ourselves, but we just don't know if we would come back, and we are so scared.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
of course. I mean, you're only two people capable of dragging 1,000 kilograms of half orc, sure.
Yes, the wheel of time goes round and round. What was lost, it shall be found.
Did you just make a reference?
Excuse me? I
Never-
always
that-
speak
that-
like this.
That was above game.
Okay.
Not through
That was like a-
Madrina. I
yeah.
was like, that's a reference.
Yeah, that
I've
was
not
a
read Wheel of
Damn
Time.
it,
but-
George Sheriff! Yeah.
Hey, Madrina, do you have any tea for us by chance?
I could
Oh,
go.
yes.
Do you want to go? Or should I go?
Will you mind, dearie? Please, you get tea for
I will
them.
go see to your friends, and then I will bring the tea.
And you can see him kind of
Alright.
just wander off down the stairs to where you guys came from.
Madrina, one last thing I need to say here. I think as a group we would like to help you. We have incurred a debt.
Oh,
However,
thank you.
we are seekers for Candlekeep, and we're not a charity, you understand, and we would require some kind of
Oh.
recompense.
We want an artifact.
You are Candlekeep, very beautiful, biggest library in Farum. Oh, you work for Candlekeep, or you just? She looks at you.
We're seekers. We're seekers that work for Candlekeep.
Oh, seekers of gold or knowledge or of everything. Yeah.
Seekers of everything.
Yes. Yes.
Oh. I mean,
They call us the
we
chap-
are humble people, but I'm sure we can find something. Perhaps I have a book. You said Candlekeep like books. Maybe you can. This book very expensive and very rare. Or I could give you my holy symbol. And she starts taking her. It's silver. Please, this may be enough.
I have a friend who would very much like that book.
Oh, all right. She kind of like goes around. She's got like a little, like a old lady's huge bag that is just so big that you can see that she starts getting things out and it doesn't seem to stop. And then she gets out this little book, black book with a black cover, and it's got like all these drawings of a mist around it. And the book is called Van Richten's Guide to the Domains of Dread.
to the domains of dread. Oh my god. Hang on. So
This
should
very famous author from somewhere else. It was gift from Vistani.
Ben Richten's
How about you keep your
Guide
holy
to-
symbol?
the what of dread? The realms of dread.
The domains
The-
of dread.
Domains of dread, and it's a valuable
And
book.
you
Keep
see
in
that the
your bag
book
of
itself
holding.
is got some silver embroidery and is very well preserved. Just looking at it, as you've been already searching for books and stuff, you find out that this book is worth, like the ones in the Amberdune stall, like 250 gold pieces, something like that, just by looking at
Yeah,
it.
I've
It's
still
very
got them in the
fine
bag of
writing.
holding because we've never had a chance to do a flashback to me giving them to.
I know, I'm
Miriam.
sorry. I keep
It's
thinking
fine.
about
There
that.
was lots of stuff going on, and Mo wasn't
Mm.
well as well. So you had other things. You want to get the core stuff done. I completely understand.
Assume-
Please don't kill me before I can do it.
Assume. Well, I will say, assume they are gone.
Yeah, and then we will do that scene.
I'm happy to wait till we get to the Candlekeep either way, so it's okay.
I've already got it.
I'll make
I've got it planned, so it's still in my head. So don't worry. The opportunity will come.
Yeah, sorry for that.
Oh, no, it's
Cool,
fine. It's
cool.
fine. I knew you had stuff on. So, you know what? That. So this shit, guys, this is worth about 250 gold. So that's quite a fair price, I think. Last thing, do you have any, I don't know, equipment, potions, that kind of thing? It's a dangerous task to be in seekers. You understand?
Potions would be nice.
I mean, I know on the parallel world, when you go through portal, perhaps there is things in there. Anything you find apart from the statue, you can keep. I'm sure there will be things that you can find around. We explored the house and we didn't find much, but our companions came back with a couple of things that they found there, some unusual concoction but they took it back in their adventure again, but they did find things, so perhaps there is more things there that you can find. Otherwise, we can try to find something to give you. I'm sorry, we are humble people, don't really into material things. This is so
Bruce.
embarrassing. And you see
Bruce.
her kind of like,
We
He's
shouldn't take them for everything, man. And this is coming from me. Let's just
I
take
think
the book.
we have the book. That's a fair price to locate
the holy
okay.
symbol. Please take holy symbol as well. It's
No.
worth around 100, I think, gold piece. I could get another one in time.
You can hold on
looks
to your
great.
holy symbol. I'm not too keen on taking someone's religion from them.
Oh,
That one you
where
can keep.
is my Tasper? Are you right there?
Oh no.
Yes, I'm coming.
You hear him in the distance.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got worried. Unfortunately, we are gonna have to leave soon. It's all nighttime now. A portal will open soon, and we are very worried.
Does
You
the
are,
portal? Does the portal? Does anything more happen with the portal? Like, it's just a portal that happens to open in the house, or anything else of matter happens in it?
No, just portal open, but we are concerned. Portal both ways. Portal is underneath the room, under bed. So unusual place for portal as well. But we are concerned the same that things go in, maybe things go out, and we have a lot of things under stake. Organization Red Sash does a lot of good work for Toril and Ferum. We can't. Our lives also you know, our friends, and
I
you see her
understand.
that.
Understand.
You hear rattling noises as the old man brings like a tray of tea. There you go. He sets it on the table, starts pouring cups out for everyone. Gives one to Madrina as well. Takes one himself and passes it along to everyone.
Mm,
No,
thank
no,
you.
thank you. I don't like tea.
It is very good. Try it.
Come on,
Almost.
Bruce. Try
No.
it.
No.
It's wild mushroom tea, very very unique.
He turns to Grace. Great. I'm not ready to go just yet.
I'm ready for Bruce to be here. I
Good for
miss
you.
Bruce.
I'm not. I don't get to be out very often.
Okay, well, it's not fair to Bruce.
You know what's not fair? He's been stuck in a cage. Now shut up. And you know, Bruce is not playing when he says that. He looks very. It's like no. He genuinely he feels like he doesn't get out very often, and he doesn't want to go away quite so soon.
Uh,
I'll take tea for sure. Thank you.
Oh,
Maybe one last thing before you leave. Do you mind showing us where the portal is exactly so that we know where to expect it?
uh, she looks at Tariq. Yeah, of course. Should we finish the conversation and tea? It's just up these stairs. And she points out to these metal stairs that are on the same room where you are. If you go upstairs, there is bedroom, and there in bedroom under bed is portal. But we finish tea. We'll take you there if you want.
Yeah, that sounds good.
You mentioned you wanted to do some things before you go. Take your time. Oh, and she looks at the sky and, and the sun kind of going down. That it's already nighttime, and you can see that she's not. She's kind of like without your passive insight, you can see that she is super nervous and just being polite.
I have a question, if you don't mind. How often does this portal open?
Every night. Since we have noticed it. Longer and
And-
longer.
Nothing has ever come out from it.
Well, we haven't seen anything, but I think it was Vinik who said that some type of white creature came out and
Black shadow.
a black
He said
shadow? I don't remember.
Yeah, like shadow creature. I don't really
But once he said,
understand.
he said that, and then the statue was gone.
Yeah.
Or was it black or was it white?
It was a black white. I don't know. And she kind of smiles.
Ah, sure. The thing that's round but also square. Got you.
We did not see it. It was Vinik who's missing now.
Yeah, not a lot of description. We are so worried for our friends,
Well,
our boys.
Shall we check the portal?
Okay.
I mean, probably not today because we still have to check some things and identify some things. So we will probably.
Yeah, not right now. We'll just have a look at the room, and after we've
Oh.
checked out some things.
Well,
Actually,
remember,
yeah.
guys, if we are going to spend a night here, we are going to spend a night with the portal happening, at least.
Yeah, we'll take watch. Oh, do we have our cart? Matrina, Tasper, do we have, or did they already say? I forgot, maybe.
Yes, what is it?
If our
Yeah.
cart or if Rose, our donkey, is
Donkey.
alive and well.
Oh, yeah, yes, the donkey is outside. Cart, we did not see a cart.
wait. Is she?
Yeah.
Bruce immediately runs, looking for the front door. Shuts the
Yeah,
door behind him.
as-
Yeah, well, there you go. She's very important to us.
yeah, good. She looks a good donkey. Very, very, very compliant. Normal donkey don't normally obey a stranger. This one did. She's a girl.
yeah,
Very cooperative.
it's Bruce's girlfriend, to be honest.
Bruce, when you go outside, make a perception check.
Oh, perception on. I've lost my sheet. Hang on. 21.
All right.
Hey.
Me.
As you step outside, yes, it is nighttime. It's a bit chilly here, and you immediately see Rose. She is tied up to a hitch or whatever is a hedge or whatever, and you also see another horse as well, which you don't recognize. You do see a cart, not your one, but it looks pretty big, and as well, probably what they've come in and ridden on. And as you approach Rose, you see some sort of kind of, because it's still like a moonlit sky. You have dark vision, right?
Yes.
You see in the distance some sort of kind of like a fence and some sort of like stones, probably like tombstones.
But before I do anything, I say Rose, because I never stopped the speak to animals. But I'm assuming it's not been an hour since I originally cast it.
No.
Okay, so Rose, Rose, it's good you're right. And just sort of like gives scratches around her ears.
You are here! Oh, that's so good! I'm so happy to see you!
I'm so happy to see you too. It's wonderful to hear your dulcet tones.
Oh, thank you!
Here you go, there you go. I don't recognise you, though. He looks like a horse.
Very nice horse! So handsome!
Excuse me, I'm assuming your name is not Horse, but what is your name? Or how are you?
My name is Twigblight.
Twigblight. Oh, sure, that's a
Yeah.
strong name. Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you too.
You're clearly a good sort. Anyway, I think the tombstones. I saunter over to the tombstones because he's curious now.
All right. As you walk over, you see.
Beware, he says the horse as you are going.
Don't worry, it's Twigblight. I survived a dragon attack. I'm sure I can handle whatever might be here.
As you begin walking towards the tombstones, there is a fence and a gate, and it's open. There's nothing there, and you can see there are 4 tombstones laid there. The first one says Baron Brantifax, husband, father, hunter, and in quotes, "Let no man stand above another." Then you see another grave. This one says Braun, hound of Brantifax, faithful to the end. Then
That
you
must
see
be the picture.
you see another one says Hiluth, our pride and joy, lost too soon. And then you see a 4th, which says Sylphine, beloved daughter, may she find peace at last. But you notice something. It's been dug up.
Wait a second, so Sophie was the girl in that picture. This tombstone has her name. Oh, that's not good. Is there anything else around here, or have I seen everything there is for me to see?
You look into the distance and around. There's nothing else.
Apart from,
Oh.
you notice that where you are, this very thin mist, it seems to be swirling only in this piece of patch where you are now. And it's like almost like so thin, like a few inches off the ground, but it seems to be just on this area, fenced up. So
Does
you
it look-
look at it, you think, okay, it's not going through the fence.
Does it look familiar? Like the mist that was at which way?
I will say perhaps, but this one is much thicker and it's got some kind of like a purplish hue to it almost. As you look at the stars, it seems like the mist itself is almost reflecting the night sky.
Can I roll something to? Can I investigate this at all, or can
You
I roll anything to try
wanna
and determine
you
what
wanna
this is?
go down and put your hand in the mist?
I will take a finger and
All right.
because it's just mist. What could it possibly do?
As you slowly put your finger in the mist, it almost feels like you touching a glacier, and your finger is so cold that you have to actually take it out because it feels like it could give you a frostbite if you leave it there. And then you realize that the mist is swirling, and kind of like where the open grave is, the mist is not actually on that square of the grave itself.
Okay, so the grave that's been dug up, there's no mist.
Yeah, but it's everywhere else. Only in this square, because this is a metal fence, so you will think, okay, it should go through the fence and extend everywhere, but it's just static, just swirling and rolling around this area.
Bruce is now just like that woman from the meme where all the calculation at the back of at the behind. Sylphine ain't dead, or not completely dead. He's not good. Right then.
As you're hanging here as well, you get this feeling, when on the very top of your spine, this kind of like wind chill just goes everywhere, and you feel like all your little hairs in your body spiked up for a second.
I'm enjoying a bit of the chill after getting set on fire, covered in lava. I think I'm gonna go and let the crew know what I've found. I turn around and I go back to the house. I sort of say hello and goodbye again to Rose and to Twig Blight. And,
they're both kind of like greet you goodbye, bid you goodbye.
Yeah, good. And he starts walking quite quickly back to the crew to report on what he's found, because he knows Gray's going to be particularly interested in this.
As you return back and you go to the room, you see that Madrina and Taspar are both starting to wear cloaks and preparing to leave the place.
Right, everybody, got a bit of news for you. Our gracious host might want to understand this too. There's 4 graves outside. The names, I recognise 2 of the names. Well, 3 of the names actually. 4 of them actually. There's pictures you showed us, Gray.
Yeah.
Those people, and even the dog. Well, I found their graves outside. They're sort of in a fenced-off bit.
Yeah.
There's this freezing, purplish, reflective mist only in there, apart from on one grave. The grave of your girl. She's been dug up.
Sylphine?
Yeah, she's not there anymore. She ain't dead. Or at least not
that
all the way
means-
dead.
Oh, that means the portal is opening. Tasper, I think it's time to go.
Wait,
Are
what?
Are you sure it's going to be safe for you two to leave?
Whoa, no, back up. What do you mean, portal? That means that... What's the connection?
When we come here back in the morning, the grave is always open. So we fill it up. But every night it happens like that. It just opens up. We don't see it happen.
Yeah.
It's like we look once away. We tried to stay one night just to see what would happen, but just as we turned away, it was just open.
Yeah. It just
Well,
does.
I asked
everything.
you if anything else happened with the portal, didn't I?
You have anger issues, sir. I'm sorry, I didn't understand your question before. The portal, nothing else happened on the portal. This is not the portal. This is outside the house.
Oh,
She has a point.
see my anger issues now.
When portal opens, the mist happen outside as well. But please look after yourselves, and I wish you may the sun of the dawn and its holy light look after you tonight.
Thank you.
Sure. Right. Everybody, we got a dead problem or an undead problem, I think. and we've got this portal, and it's going to be open all night.
With the bed over it.
You what?
Boy.
See ya.
Bye.
Good night. And
Good night. Take care.
and you notice that as they leaving, they don't go like in the room where you are. You got stairs going down in different ways, and you notice that they go not on the direction where the door actually should be. They just go in kind of like up.
Oh, wait a
Rather.
second. We need them to show us where the portal is. Well, we'll check out the room they're in. Wait!
No, they leave. Yeah, they leave the room, but instead of going down, you don't hear the steps going downstairs. You know the door of the house is downstairs.
Bruce rushes out the door. Right, wait, heck, on me, show us where the portal is.
Oh, the portal is up the stairs, just on the rolling staircase, just in the room where you are on the study. Just go up and you see a small bed there, and there is
okay,
portal
Madre.
underneath.
I will show them. Just stay here. Come.
All right, okay.
Yeah.
She stays there reluctantly.
He-
Looking around.
Above game, so you're saying they were not going in the direction that would take them out the house.
Yeah.
Harold, why were you going that way?
What?
Well, the way out is this way, where I just went and came back. Why are you going that way? You said you're leaving.
Oh, yes, there's another exit that way.
Can I insight him, please?
Sure.
Not been doing well on these old rolls, so 20, soft 20.
Hey.
Nice.
Pretty good.
He's saying the truth, but there's still something. It's not like he's telling half a truth.
Listen, guys, you tell me some of the truth. Let's just be completely honest with ourselves here, please. We're going to risk our lives to help your friends.
First, let me show you.
Sure.
And then he kind of takes you up these spiral stairs, and then there's a door. And as he takes
Does
you
anyone
to the
come with?
I'm coming with.
Okay.
I'll follow.
Yeah. And as you get to this door, he opens it, and it opens into a room. I will describe it for you. All right. This attic area has a peaked roof that slopes down towards the east and west. Dust blankets everything in this room, including a stone hearth in the middle of the north wall, an oval mirror mounted above it, an oval rug on the floor. Against the west wall, half hidden behind curtains of cobweb, is a bed, sized for a young child, a rocking chair, a shelf lined with dolls, and a wash basin. A niche to the south contains a small wooden cradle, a wooden playpen, and a window box. Suspended above the playpen is a mobile made of colorfully painted fish of the on ends of hooks. It's just kind of rotating.
There.
And he points towards the bed. And you
That's the portal.
and you see just underneath it, there is this kind of purplish kind of miasma. You can barely see it because of the kind of blanket that is over it, but it's just giving this kind of dark aura that's kind of flowing out of it.
Yeah, and you, Gray, if you are there with them, that you said you were, you recognize this being the room from your vision.
I'm gonna keep that
While
to
he does that,
myself
Bruce
right now.
confirms that mist is the same stuff he saw by that tombstone. Said that's the same stuff. I reached down to it and I just sort of took my fingers, see if it is as cold as it was the one outside.
Yeah, as you do that, he has the same feeling. The back of your spine chills immediately, and you feel like you're just touching a glacier.
Right, where's the portal then? We can't go in this. It would give us frostbite.
Yes. Actually, Madrina is not there. Shut up. Sorry.
That is where they went.
What are
My
you doing?
companions went through. You just lift the bed and they just stepped through.
Bruce just grabs the bench, throws it to one side because I'm assuming it's not very big. Just,
And as straight as you lift it, you just with this kind of blackish portal just kind of rotating around and just into darkness underneath you.
Oof, looks very inviting.
Very.
Maybe we should
Try to
leave this
seal
room
it.
and yeah, let's grab as much wood as we can and just seal the door and go downstairs for it now.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Maybe
I want
we should-
to go to the bed that he tossed. Is there anything under it? Anything? Is there anything in the room that I'd
As you look around this room, every inch of it in your dream becomes almost reality. It is like you're just standing there once again. The feeling of dread, the feeling of whatever this girl had felt, the warning echoes through your mind. The positions of the doll seem to be the same as well.
Guys, let's get out of this room right now, please. I'd feel more comfortable if we came back with Bren and Aki.
I was about to say the same thing. We go downstairs, see how they're doing and how they're faring, and well,
But grab some of
If
the
they're
wood.
f-
Let's try to nail the door shut for right now.
what I'm thinking is, if they're fit to continue, even now, we'll see what's going on, and well, hopefully we can get this done tonight.
Alright.
But what about our companions? What if they come through again? You cannot barricade them in here, unless you sleep in here.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. We just check to see if Bryn and Aki are okay.
I had I don't know. I had
Yeah.
a warning about something in this room.
What kind of warning? What do you mean?
The girl, she told me about a bad man.
Bad man?
I don't know what that means, but she was plenty scared of it, and it's just giving me a bad vibe in this room right now. I'd feel more comfortable if we just left right now, please.
Yeah, we'll either go see if Aki or Bryn are okay, and
I'm gonna walk out the room right now. I'm just going.
go from there. Oh, there he goes.
Come.
And he
I agree.
escorts you all back downstairs as well.
Yeah.
I must leave. You. I do not know your names.
Bruise.
Bruce.
Gray just left it. No, bruised.
Straight.
Like you've been bruised.
Bruce.
Yeah.
Bruce. Gray.
Mother. Yeah, you
Straight.
hear Madrina as well.
Straight.
Inside the room where Aki and Brin are.
Come.
I follow them, by the way.
And he takes you.
And
he,
I think I already told you.
he takes as you all kind of go, escorts you towards where Aki and Bryn are. Bruce, he just kind of takes you to the side, and he goes, "Come, I show you."
Okay. Back in a minute, troops. Right. What's going on, Casper?
It is that thing you asked how we would leave. I show you.
Yeah. Sure. Okay. but-
Madrina looks at him with this kind of face, like with an eyebrow almost raised up.
I'll pop Reapy Cheap on my shoulder. So, look, I'm sure nothing could go wrong. I mean, I'm sure nothing could go wrong, and no one could. Yeah, if I wouldn't be without help. He looks at Reapy Cheap. That's the hint. You run back, get help, or some shit goes down.
And he looks back towards Madrina. He kind of says like this, and come, and he takes you towards. So as they go towards the door, she takes you down.
Yeah, just while you find that, when you guys enter the room where Aki and Brin are, you see that Madrina is curing their wounds and changing their bandages before she leaves. So keep going.
There you are
Yeah.
again.
Dorothy, let's go ahead and just start identifying those objects real quick before we leave. I'm gonna
At the least.
wake up the
That's true.
others. I'm gonna start shaking Aki and Bryn. Like, I know you guys don't feel well, but we gotta go.
Okay.
When
As
I
you-
start spreading out the items.
Yeah, do that just now. It's okay.
As you shake Aki, he doesn't seem to wake up, but eventually Brin does.
Morker, do you think you could wake up Aki with that that special wake-up call you always use?
You can see that Aki doesn't wake up because he's really wounded. It's not because he doesn't want to. He's kind of like one of those states that is he's got some kind of fever. You can see he's not well, and that's why he's not waking up.
Oh, you're talking about the Grey special. Oh, that's exclusive for you, my friend.
Maybe we could have Bryn heal Aki then, and I've got a special for you too, Morker. Don't worry.
Leave them be. They need to rest.
I know they do, but what if the portal doesn't open tomorrow?
Well,
We can't
we'll
just
just
leave them.
wait another day. I have no hurry to put the entire group in danger again, Grey.
You don't understand. I really think that statue's important.
How important?
The girl in my dream was telling me that we needed that statue for some reason. I just know that she said something about a bad man, and we need the statue.
Well, Grey, I don't know why we need the statue. We never seen this statue. We don't know if there's a statue or if there's a girl. I don't know. It's like it seems that pretty much everybody in this group is always on part on taking whatever weird adventure presents in front of us, but go look for those items.
We cut back to you, Tasper and Bruce,
All right.
as you are walking.
He takes you down the corridor and past the bend, and there you see another door. He opens it, and as he opens it, you see what can I see? Let me just get that for you. You see a loft, and within there is like this broken stairs that lead to above, but that whole area is also broken, and on top of that, it is kind of the sky, so you can see outside. And he kind of closes the door, and then he goes, "Okay, you stay there." And he kind of takes a few steps back. He goes, "This is to show that our trust, and also your comments about how we pulled you out. But please, do not be afraid, because when I'll just show you. I think you
I
can."
understand, but listen, I'll face down a dragon. I'm sure whatever you can show me is be no bother whatsoever.
Okay. He kind of turns away, and then you see his kind of visage and his body begin to grow a little bit. Not too much, just maybe a foot taller. And as he does, you see the kind of the legs begin kind of transforming into some sort of kind of claws, and you see these kind of blackened wings. And as he turns, you see the kind of visage of a humanoid raven. Can they speak in this form? I think they can, right?
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
You are not scared.
No, that's pretty fucking cool, actually.
Okay. And we were about to leave from the sky and fly away. That's how.
That would be pretty useful. All makes sense now. What? If you don't, you know what? What the fuck are you?
People call us Ravenkind.
Ravenkind.
Is that right?
Have I?
Yeah, Ravenkind or Ravenfolk. Yeah.
But the only reason we don't show this visage is people don't understand, so they're afraid of us. And we didn't know how you would react. And we need your help. We do not lie. We only do what we said is the truth. Please, I know I could see the hesitance of your friends, especially that The short one, the monk. He clearly did not trust us at all. But I am sure that you will definitely succeed. Rest.
We've been through a lot. Morka's he's the contrarian voice in our group. You know, makes us really reconsider or consider things we're going to do. You've probably seen. I tend to just act without really thinking too much. I just go and do it. Morka's out there. No, hold on.
It is good to have someone like that, a voice of reason. For us, it is Madrina.
Reason. Yeah, we'll go with that.
And then you see him kind of shift back into the normal phone.
I do not know how your friends will go with this information about what we are, but if it thinks you're okay, you can. You don't need to tell them.
I don't really know if it's a secret worth keeping, to be honest. You've seen our crew. We've got an angry dwarf. You got me. I'm half an orc. We've got our lovely Dorothy, and he sort of smiles and he says that. You got a dragon man, my good friend Aki, who's now even more dragon than he was before. Not really sure what Grey is, to be honest.
Well, I have, like my Madrina said, fate has brought you here, and I also have a good feeling about you. Oh, and the others as well.
That's very kind. So, Madrina's, raven folk like you and your two friends as well.
Yes. There are others as well, but they are far away. We meet from time to time, but we cannot get in contact with them at the moment.
Sure. Well, I think my friends downstairs are going to be inspecting some gear we got from that dragon's lair. I'm sure they're getting on with that right now. I'm sure they can do that. Well, we'll walk past. We'll walk back down to them. And listen, you may as well tell them what you are. You're not going to be too fussed. You're not the strangest thing we've seen. Trust me.
I think Madrina wants to leave. I leave it up to you how you want to disclose this.
All right. As they walk down.
Yeah, they walk back.
Madrina.
Can you actually see the picture that I put in Roll20?
Yeah, it looks cool.
Okay.
I like it. It looks brilliant.
That is what he transformed into.
Yeah. Madrina says, are we ready to go? All okay?
Okay, come on. They will look after their friends. Be careful. We do not know what may come throughout the night. Stay safe. If you hear our fellow friends and companions, please look out for them.
Yeah, sure.
And she pulls out, before she leaves, she pulls out this tiny homemade, something that she's made herself out of glass. And it's like a little pendant, and it's got like a circle with swirls in the middle. And she gives it to you, Dorothy. And she says, as she does, take this from me. I love the colors of this, and when I watch into it as it bends and it takes different forms, it reminds me that anything in the world is possible.
I will take it gladly. Thank you.
That's all right. Look after yourselves. We'll see you tomorrow morning.
Come on, Madrina. Let's go.
All right.
Safe travels.
Good night. Farewell.
Wander off.
And I continue to identify the objects. Ritual casting identify.
Which one are you doing first?
The
Do
staff.
that again.
The staff?
Yeah, we can do one each if you want.
Yeah, I'll do the staff. The staff is a +1 quarterstaff. It requires attunement. It also you feel this kind of almost vitality coming out of this, making you feel much more stronger. And as you kind of identify, you realize that whoever wields this staff will feel a lot more rejuvenated. And what this means is that your hit point maximum increases by 1 for each level you are attained.
Ooh.
I get basically dwarf feel or whatever passive. Nice.
That's handy for a monk. That's very handy for a monk.
Mm.
What's
I take this up.
Which one would you like to do after that?
Do we have more than the cape?
You have a wand. You have some little pouch with some unusual looking powder.
They didn't
Oh,
take
yeah.
that. They didn't take that one.
Oh no, they didn't take it. So they have the staff, the cape, the sword, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You got a sword and
I think that's it.
and not the wand either.
Yeah, the one's there. Yeah.
Yeah, the wand. So, yeah, so that's what you have.
Now, what about the stuff that we got from the chest here in the house?
I think that was all mundane stuff, to be honest.
Oh my,
Yeah.
Was
the
all mundane
crossbow.
stuff?
Yeah, but it was like an arrow
Oh.
and a bow.
Oh yeah, my crossbows, the ones with the ember quiver or whatever,
Yeah. Technically, I can do that
crimson
too.
quiver.
Okay.
Those bolts, they don't seem magical, but the bolts they're very like fine bolts. Using how much did they say? 15 ammo?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, each bolt does +1 additional damage.
Ooh.
Handy.
Wow.
So these are very sharp and they are very good, I feel like, and I think you might be able to use them well.
I
That's all.
hope so
Remember,
as well.
they're crossbow bolts, so they won't be working with your short bow. Remember that.
Only for crossbow, though.
I
Yeah.
can throw them though.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
And this staff, it's very, very, when you use a big staff like that, you feel very rejuvenated afterwards. I think you know how to use it. And I hand it over to Morkor.
That Bruce is laughing
He is
in game at that.
completely fresh red. He's like, thank you.
Yeah, Bruce is laughing in games like.
Shut up, you.
I'm gonna whisper into Morker's ear. Are you a virgin?
He takes the staff and he tries to hit him in the groins.
I'm gonna fucking dodge. I'm gonna take the dodge action. Yeah. Wait, no. Wait, hold a second. You said you're gonna try and hit me?
Yeah?
Okay, pickpocket.
Oh my gosh.
You can't pick. I'm not even leaning into you. I'm just going to.
Fine. I'm gonna back off. I'm gonna try and get out of the way.
I'll do the cape next.
All right. As you focus your magic on the cape, sorry. The first thing that it comes to your senses is a very strong smell of brimstone. That is something quite unusual for a cape. And as you keep focusing your magic on it, you realize that this cape it comes imbued with some kind of a spell that will potentially teleport you away. And when you do that, you will see like it's got some kind of like smoke cloud effect as well. So you out of game, you can use Dimension Door once per day with this cape.
Oh.
Damn.
What was the spell again? Sorry, I didn't catch that.
Dimension Door.
Oh.
Once per day.
Yeah.
It's per day.
Does it require attunement?
Actually, I don't think it does, Mo. It doesn't say there. Normally it does. So no attunement.
Okay.
Jesus, that's really
I'm
good.
so glad I picked the cape.
So remember the poofy thing that you saw Aki do? When he just vanished and reappeared somewhere else? Maybe
The
you saw it.
teleporting thing?
Yeah.
Something like that, but you will know it's much further distance. Much more.
Okay, so take what Aki did and multiply it by 3. It's much better. So this is higher quality. Not to, trash Aki, but he's asleep, so he won't hear anyways. So if you do this,
By
you can
100,
use it
actually.
once a day.
Almost.
By 100, oh my goodness.
I think so, no?
It's
It's
500.
300 feet. I think. 500 feet, so yeah.
Holy shanoli.
You don't,
Well,
as long as you've been to the location and it's within 500 feet. You don't even need to see where you have to go. You can just teleport there. That's how
I
time
think
should be.
even if you've never been to the location, you just need to know the distance roughly, and then you can do it.
I think then you have to roll, or you can get wedged between stone or something. I don't know. We'll read on
No,
it. But yeah,
that's teleport.
Oh.
You're getting
check
confused with
later on.
teleport.
yeah, that's fine.
I've got an awesome cape.
So yeah, I guess you can keep it. You don't need to attune to it, so it's exchangeable freely. But if no one else wants to take it, I think you should keep it.
Ray needs it.
What is
I
next?
would throw that right on.
How does it look? Does it look good on him?
It looks very dusty.
While I'm doing that, I would love to rip off my leather armor, so that way I'm just shirtless, kind of almost. I'm gonna put on the studded leather armor. I'm gonna look at Dorothy and just do this.
The drip.
Oh
the
my!
drip.
What a what a presentation. Well, it certainly suits you well. I would prefer a little more sparkle personally, but I guess for the purposes of being stealthy, it makes you all the more rough.
Oh, I've got some
I like
studded
it.
leather armor about to throw right on. It's a little shiny.
Bruce kind of like,
That's good.
he needs to wear armor.
So what next? The wand.
All right, the wand itself. Let me just okay, go into.
Oh, by the way, y'all's peoples, are you taking the respective items into your things immediately? Yes, right? So, Morko, you
Yes.
take the quarterstaff +1, and Gray, you take the arrows, the crossbow thing, and the cape. So I don't have to put it into my inventory because you guys got it, obviously.
Yes.
Yeah,
The
I was
staff.
gonna say, I'm putting it in right now.
Yeah, the staff requires attunement. We'll go to the wand. You said, right? Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right. With this wand, there is this kind of strong. You get this feeling of chaos within it itself, unpredictability, and as you identify it, you feel that this one is able to do many things, but it will be very random. The one you have in your hand, out of game, is a wand of wonder. It has 3 charges, and as an action, you can expend 1 of its charges and choose a target within 120 feet. The target can be a creature, an object, or a point in space. Then you roll a d100. Based on what you roll, something will happen.
It's basically like rolling the wheel of wild magic.
Yeah, I love wild magic.
I will tell you that most of the things are quite beneficial.
Period.
In my
Others are not.
there is nothing really lethal. Some of the things are slightly inconvenient, but
You
it's
will just
nothing
turn
like
into a
wow.
plant.
Yeah, it's not that it's gonna polymorph you or something like that. It's not that bad. You know?
So
Oh, okay. Well,
you decide where you want what you point it at, and then roll and see what happens. It might be something that you may roll at an object, and you do something, and it doesn't have any effect as well. So, based on that, I'll give you more information. I'll send it over to you anyway. But that is what you get with this wand as well. You does require attunement as well.
You said the sword. It was it a long sword or a great sword?
It was a long sword.
Longsword, yeah.
Boo. Never mind.
okay, so I don't know how I would keep this. This seems really chaotic. Seems like Aki would make use of this. Maybe we'll give it to him once he wakes up, but until then, I think I'll just keep it.
Wave the wand. I want to see what it does.
All right. I point at a point in space just down the hallway.
Okay.
Oh, never mind.
Okay.
I do have to attune to it first. It needs to be with me like at least an hour. So can't work
You
any
held
magic
on.
now.
You held on to it for the last couple of days. No, you didn't. Never mind.
I mean, you can begin attuning to it, and then we can work on the last item and assume that it's attuned by the end of
Yeah,
your
I
checks.
think
Okay.
that's fair because you've kind of had it for a while. So yeah, we'll give you that.
Good point.
and
I'll
the
let it
fight-
simmer a little bit inside of me, and then I'll give you a good night spell. How about that?
Sounds good to me.
Okay, the
Very
longsword is
well.
And I
last,
think,
Cisco.
yeah.
You're
So
muted.
the longsword is, apart from being a beautiful sword, on the hilt of it, it's got like a dragon wings that swirled around it. So imagine like the actual hilt is covered with these two dragon wings that are folded inwards, and you gather that is a +1 magical weapon, +1 to damage and attack rolls. And also, it seems to be some weapon specialized to slay dragons. As you try to use this weapon against a dragon, it does extra damage to it. 3d6 to be precise,
Damn.
Oh,
including
Okay.
dragon turtles, wyverns, or any kind of creature that is referred as a dragon type.
So even Aki.
Let's say just for fun that, yeah, even dragonborn. Why not?
Oh, fuck.
Do you suppose if we
Hey
put
Aki,
it,
try this.
Aki dies.
yeah.
I think we found Aki's kryptonite.
Uh-huh. Just in case things go awry, we can use
I
it.
mean,
No, but I mean, this would have been useful in the fight.
Would have been very useful.
would have been very, very useful.
And this one doesn't require achievement, so it could, if you would have grabbed it and hit the dragon with it, it would have worked.
Yeah, I could have thrown it.
Did anything
So-
with that dragon?
I mean, who wants to keep it?
Well, I'll have it. Bryn's already got that magic battle axe.
Yeah. Yeah. Everyone should get something neat. There you go.
Thank
Which
you, honey.
which room are you guys now? Actually, are you staying on the study,
I thought we were in the room.
or
with,
are you in
Aki.
your?
We're in the room with
You are in
Aki
the
and-
room with Aki
yeah.
and the other. Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. And Blin, perfect.
All right. Do you want to, now that you're attuned to the Wand of Wonder, would you like to use a charge?
Yeah. Oh, actually, we could try to point it at the portal and see if it maybe.
Let me give you one. Let
That's
me
it.
double check. Wonder goes daily at dawn. If you
No?
expend one's last charge, or roll a d20. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
What do you want to do? On Aki? Did you just say?
No.
Oh,
Let's just see what this does. Let's point it at Aki.
yeah, maybe
No,
use
just-
Aki.
I'll just point at the hallway, at
the
somewhere
hall-
in the study where no people are.
Yeah, there
Maybe
is
a
this,
bookshelf.
There is this little portrait of a ship, kind of like rolling on some sea terrain and clouds. You can point it at that if you want.
I will. By the way, everyone, I don't know what this will do, so get ready, and maybe this will become yet another object to attack us and try to devour our souls. So just
That would be wonderful.
Here's
Prepare
to
yourself.
hoping.
You point your wand towards this painting, and you focus. You see the magic begin to swirl around your hands before it begins coalescing towards the end of the tip of the wand. And as you release, roll a d100. Ooh.
69.
Ooh, how does it feel like?
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh no!
What do you mean? Oh no!
Okay,
Oh,
roll
no.
roll a d4.
Oh
Okay.
no!
Nah, it's fine.
1.
Okay. As you see it hit the painting, and as you see it, it just expands twice its size and just collapses onto the side of the wall itself. You have just
Ooh.
enlarged the painting.
Oh man!
All
That
right.
would have been very bad on any type of enemy, to be honest.
Hey, maybe it could have made you taller, Marker.
Out of character, you
I
know
don't
what
really
69
think
does now. Makes things bigger.
Yeah, just feel free to
Take
write that
note
down.
of that.
You've got to make big wand.
Oh, I do. Well, I mean, it could prove helpful. I could do that thing to Brucey Boy again and make him bigger. It helped with the dragon.
Well,
It
not
helped with the
really.
ladies,
Them
too.
think it flying away.
That's true. But in general, it's good to have you enlarged, don't you think?
Well, of course.
So I can do things 2 more times with it today, but I'll let you decide. Do you want to keep playing or put it away for now?
I think we should put it away for now.
The rest?
Worker.
Sounds like a good idea.
Sort of knew you'd say that. Alright. Bruce, you good with sleeping too?
I kind of feel we should. I suppose the other two aren't ready to go.
Make a perception check, everyone.
Oh shit.
We all die.
Just-
We just see
the entire house comes crumbling down.
I'll take a
Yeah,
20.
Bruce is feeling a bit too crestfallen right now to be paying attention.
I'm
Right.
just, I guess, obsessed with the
Just
wand.
falling over these abs.
Morcor,
Strength do you have even?
Morcor and Grey, out of the
Okay.
sudden, coming from your feet upwards, you start feeling much colder, and the house itself, for all of you, starts to feel much, much colder. But only you two realize that as you look down, this purplish mist is expanding around and getting closer and closer to you. And by the time you are aware of it, the mist, this purplish mist, is all around in the room. And you hear like a lightning outside and a thunder.
Holy crap!
And as you look around, everything seems to be much darker. And that's where we leave it for tonight.
Oh damn.
Oh, one last
Ooh.
question before I forget. Would I have recognized the mist from my vision? Just wanted to clarify. Was that the same mist that was around the Vistani card? Yes or no?
Yes, definitely the same mist.
Cool. Okay. Thank you. That's it.
Amazing, guys. Well done. Good.
Yeah.
A lot of lore and exploration and information.
Yeah,
We'll
that was
see where we
beautiful.
kind of
Very nice.
struck through.
At
I'm
least
happy
have
that you guys
Bruce-
are waiting for the others before you enter to your doom. It's nice.
Yeah, I have to say I am too, somehow.
I have a lot of restraint. I really wanted to go through that.
I was kind of hoping that we'd plan it so we go down, they'd be awake, and they say, right, we're all gonna go next time, so we're all around for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Nice.
I'm
Thank
really
you very
sad
much.
Bruce didn't get to see my dog painting.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
there's a bit to that, but it's not come up in game.
Yeah.
That's the first chance I've had to hint at it when you were insisting that why do you let Bruce come out, and Bruce was like, no.
Hmm.
If
Oh, Boy
Lucky
doesn't like
like
Bruce.
hanging from a cliff in the other dimension and Bruce is trying to reach for him, instead of like giving him a hand, Lucky just gives him like the painting. Dog paint!
Look at it.
Amazing. Alrighty. Thank you so much, guys. For you at home, thank you so much for watching. It's a pleasure for us that you are here with us through this adventure. It makes us really happy, and it must means that you're enjoying the show. So if you are, please do not forget to click the subscribe button or follow us. I know lots of you are not doing it, and it helps the algorithm a lot if you do. So please
We
do
are
so.
guilt tripping you now.
Yeah, no, not at all. We just want you to be part of our community fully, and like this, you have part of it. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
be a
yeah.
roller.
and
Be a roller.
thanks
Join the fate.
to yeah, that's the nice one. Thanks like always to Darren Curtis for his awesome music, and to James RPG Art for our scenes shown on the intervals. Also amazing artists. You can support them both. We have links to their patrons in our sites. And yeah, and have a great week. We will see you back on Sunday or otherwise next Tuesday back here to see what this story will take us as the guys go through the Shadow Crossing.
The shadow crossing.
Amazing. Thank you. Anything else? Anyone?
See ya,
Bye-bye.
guys.
Boy.